how we are going to define a chemical reaction. जब हम लोग chemical reaction की बात करते हैं तो कैसे उसको define करेंगे? तो chemical reaction, that is the transformation of chemical substance into another new substance, we can say another chemical substance, that is called chemical reaction. मैं कल यही बता रही थी कि जब हम लोग chemical reaction को define करते हैं तो वो केमिकल सब्सटेंसेस जो है अनदर केमिकल सब्सटेंसेस में जब कन्वर्ट होते हैं तो उसको कहते हैं केमिकल रिएक्शन. मींस इट इज सिंपली द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ that is chemical substance into another new chemical substance, that is called a chemical reaction. Now in a chemical reaction a new substance with different properties is formed, which is quite different from the original one. जब chemical reaction होता है तो जो substance form होता है that is quite different from the original one. Now the substance which take part in the chemical reaction that we call as reactant, and the product which is obtained that we call as the product. Means whatever we obtain in the chemical reaction, okay, that is the product. So substances which take part in a chemical reaction is called reactant, and the new substance which is formed, that is called the product. ये हमने कल डिस्कस कर लिया था. Tomorrow we yesterday we people have discussed. Then also we people have discussed the characteristic of chemical reaction, that what are the important characteristic of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction अगर होता है तो उसमें उसके क्या क्या important characteristic होते हैं. And in that I think in NCERT book it is given change in color, change in state of or we can say substance, then change in temperature, formation of precipitate, ये सब जो है हम लोग पढ़ते हैं the characteristic of a chemical reaction. Now whenever we write a chemical reaction, whenever we are going to show a chemical reaction, means reactant and products, we are going to write in equation form. Okay, so chemical equation, how we are going to define a chemical equation. Chemical equation को कैसे define करेंगे? When we are going to represent a chemical reaction by using the symbols, okay, or formula. Symbol या formula को use करके जब हम लोग जो है लिखेंगे chemical reaction को, तो that is called chemical equation. Chemical equation को कैसे define कर रहे हैं? That is, it is the representation of chemical reaction by using symbols or by using formula. सिंबल या फॉर्मूला को यूज करके जब हम लोग केमिकल रिएक्शन को लिखते हैं तो दैट इज नोन एज केमिकल इक्वेशन. उसी को हम लोग केमिकल इक्वेशन कहते हैं. नाउ इन योर बुक इट इज गिवन, सपोज आई एम टेकिंग I am showing you that how hydrogen and oxygen is combining to form water. जब हम लोग इक्वेशन में इसको लिखेंगे बोर्ड इक्वेशन, okay, तो in board equation what we will write? We are simply writing that hydrogen is combining with oxygen. See here, I am writing in bold. It is hydrogen. It is combining with oxygen. ये oxygen से मिल रहा है to give water. Okay, hydrogen is combining with oxygen to give water. This is the word equation. ये जो है word equation है. Now how we are going to represent it in symbol? कैसे हम लोग सिंबल या फॉर्मूले को लिखकर इसको केमिकल इक्वेशन को दिखाएंगे. ठीक है, तो देयर व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल राइट हाइड्रोजन एज H2 plus O2 will form H2O. This, so in the form of symbol or formula, when we are representing a chemical reaction, we call it as a chemical equation. जब सिंबल या फॉर्मूला को यूज करके किसी केमिकल रिएक्शन को शो कर रहे हैं, रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, देन वी कॉल इट एज केमिकल इक्वेशन. तब हम लोग उसको केमिकल इक्वेशन कहते हैं. तो दैट आल्सो वी पीपल हैव लर्न. नाउ टू टाइप ऑफ केमिकल इक्वेशन वन इज देयर. One is unbalanced one, another one is balanced chemical equation. I think you all know about unbalanced chemical equation. How you are going to define unbalanced chemical equation? If unbalanced chemical reaction को कैसे define करोगे? Yes, anyone? How you are going to define an unbalanced chemical equation? कैसे define करोगे unbalanced chemical equation को? Yes, anyone? Tell me. We are saying that chemical equation may be balanced, may be unbalanced. So unbalanced chemical equation, how we are going to define? If the number of atom, okay, if the number of atom of each,
The number
yes,
of atom varies.
yes,
Number
yes,
of atom varies each side, reactant and product side.
if the number of atom of each element in reactant is not equal to the number of atom of element on the product side, then we call it as unbalanced chemical equation. अगर number of atom जो है element का equal नहीं है, see what I have written here, H2 and O2 and here H2O. Is it a balanced chemical equation or unbalanced chemical equation? ये balanced है कि unbalanced है? Unbalanced chemical equation.
Unbalanced.
Because what we are saying that number of atom of the element which is present in the reactant side is not equal to the number of atom of the element present in the product side. Okay, so this one is unbalanced chemical equation. Now when we are multiplying this side by 2, see whether it is balanced or not, whether it is balanced or not. Tell
No,
me.
ma'am.
Yes, it is
No, it
balanced
is
now.
not balanced.
So what? How we are? Yes.
Ma'am, not
So,
balanced.
so how we are going to say? How we people are going to define a balanced chemical equation? In a balanced chemical equation, the number of atom of the element on each side, on both side we can say is equal. दोनों साइड में अगर नंबर ऑफ एटम ऑफ द एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट इक्वल होगा तो हम लोग कहेंगे बैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन. नाउ अनदर इक्वेशन आई एम राइटिंग, सी दूसरा इक्वेशन हम लिख रहे हैं, सी हियर आई एम राइटिंग.
Ma'am, first equation is not
Yes.
balanced.
This one is the first one. Second equation I am writing. दूसरा इक्वेशन हम लिख रहे हैं, ठीक है. Zinc is combining with H2SO4. Same, it is sulfuric acid. Zinc is combining with sulfuric acid. And what it is forming? It is forming zinc sulfate. Okay. And what will produce? Zinc sulfate और क्या produce होगा? Hydrogen. Okay. So, whether it is balanced or not, क्या ये balanced है कि नहीं? See the equation. Zinc is combining
Yes,
with
ma'am.
H2.
Ma'am, balanced. It is balanced.
Whether it is balanced or not,
Balanced.
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 Yes. How we are going to say that it is a balanced chemical equation? We will simply here number of atom present in the element in the reactant side is equals to the product side. Then we call it as balanced chemical equation. तब हम लोग उसको क्या कहेंगे? Balanced chemical equation. ठीक है. तो ये balanced chemical equation का एक example है. Here what I have shown, zinc is combining with sulfuric acid and it is forming zinc sulfate and hydrogen. So this one is the example of balanced chemical equation. ये balanced chemical equation का example है. Okay? Because on both sides what we are observing is the number of atom present is equal. So this is regarding the balanced and unbalanced chemical equation. Now another equation I am writing. दूसरा equation हम दे रहे हैं, ठीक है, उसको देखो. In the second equation what I am writing, दूसरे equation में कि iron is combining with water, okay, and it is forming how you are going to find out whether it is balanced or not, whether it is balanced chemical equation or not, how you are going to find it, कैसे इसको find out करेंगे? For that we are going to make a box. Okay, एक box बनाएंगे जिसमें कि अलग अलग हम लोग लिख लेंगे किसको? Iron, hydrogen and oxygen. Here we are writing from this side what is the number of iron present, what is the number of hydrogen we will count, and what will be the number of oxygen that we will count. Similarly, in this side also we will count. If on both sides it is equal, it means it is a balanced chemical equation. Otherwise, it is unbalanced one. So, if we are talking about the reactant side, here the number of iron atom is, iron कितना है? Fe? Yes, anyone? 1. So here we are writing 1. hydrogen is 2
2.
and oxygen is 1. Now in this
1.
side, here iron is
Iron 3.
oxygen is hydrogen is
4.
hydrogen
2.
it is hydrogen कितना है
2.
it is 2
2.
and oxygen is
4.
4. Now whether it is a balanced chemical equation or unbalanced one, कौन सा chemical equation है balanced की unbalanced? It is an unbalanced chemical equation. Now how we are going to balance it? How we are going to balance it? Yes, anyone? कैसे balance करेंगे बताओ? So that both sides become equal. If we multiply, yes.
3 from, if we multiply 3 in reactant side of AP.
3 you are going to multiply. कैसे करेंगे इसका? Write it. लिखना शुरू करो तो कैसे लिखोगे इसको? How you are going to write it as a balanced chemical equation? कैसे balanced chemical equation के तौर पे लिखोगे? Here we are multiplying this by 3. So if iron is becoming 3, see here. If we are multiplying the iron by 3 and here we are putting 4, then is it balanced? अगर हम लोग इसको multiply कर दिए 3 से, ठीक है? तो iron will be 3 in both side. यहाँ भी 3 हो गया, ठीक है? If we are multiplying iron by 3, here hydrogen कितना है यहाँ? Hydrogen, yes. If we are multiplying by 4, it is
hydrogen 8.
8, and there it is. What will be the answer? Tell me how we are going to balance it. See, here we are multiplying by 4. Therefore, sorry, this one is not here. First reaction I am using this one. Here we are multiplying by 4. See, this one, here we are multiplying it by 3, then iron becomes 3. Iron 3 हो जाएगा तब. यहाँ पर 4 into 2 8 है, और here also 4 into 2 it is 8. Then hydrogen will become 8, and oxygen is again here 4, and here also oxygen is 4. Then it will be balanced chemical equation. ये 8 8 हो जाएगा, ठीक है? This one will be 8. So when we are going to write it as a balanced in a balanced chemical form, what we are going to write? Balanced equation जब हम लोग लिखेंगे, we will multiply this by 3, this one by 4, and then here also 4. Okay, so this one is the example of balanced chemical equation. ये balanced chemical equation हो गया, ठीक है? What we are doing? We are going to count the number of atom present in the reactant side and number of atom present in the product side of that element. In this way, we are making that equal. Okay, so this is the example of balanced chemical equation. Now next is how we can make an equation more informative. कैसे हम लोग equation को more informative बना सकते हैं? Yes, anyone? How we are going to make a chemical equation more informative? कैसे more informative होगा? Anyone tell me? Yes.
By writing the form of the element.
What we will do?
By writing the form of the element.
Yes. By mentioning the state in which it is present, whether it is in gaseous state, whether it is in liquid state, or in solid state or aqueous state. So simply by mentioning the state, we are making it more informative. हम लोग अगर उसके state को ये mention कर दें, तो हम लोग जो है उसको informative बना सकते हैं. We are going to make it more informative. Now writing the condition in which the reaction will take place. कौन से condition में वो reaction हो रहा है? अगर उस कंडीशन को भी मेंशन कर दें, ठीक है? कंडीशन कैसे मेंशन करते हैं? जब भी हम लोग कंडीशन मेंशन करते हैं, हम लोग क्या करेंगे? उसको जो हम लोग रिएक्टेंट साइड लिखेंगे, सपोज आई हैव रिटन A plus B and it is giving C plus D. So first one, as I told to you that as I am telling you that first of all, we will mention whether it is in solid form, liquid form, or gaseous or aqueous form. That we will mention. Second one, what we will write? We will write the condition either here or here. Okay, to mention that the condition under which the reaction is taking place. ठीक है, तो chemical equation में हम लोग सबसे पहले writing the condition in which the reaction is taking place. Generally, it is written above and below the arrow of the chemical equation. या तो इस chemical equation के arrow के ऊपर लिख सकते हैं condition या फिर नीचे लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, so this is in this way we can write a chemical equation. ऐसे हम लोग chemical equation को ज्यादा informative बना सकते हैं. Now next one is type of chemical reaction. Yesterday we people have discussed about the different types of chemical reaction. Now combination reaction, as you people know, in combination reaction I am showing, I will show it this. See, in combination reaction, in the reactant side, two or more than two assemble together to form a product. If two or more elements, okay, if two or more elements combined, reactants combined together, we can say, if two or more reactants combined together to form a product, we call it as combined reaction. Okay, combination reaction. See, combination reaction I am writing here. Suppose I am writing A plus B is giving us C. See, these are the two reactants and this one is the product. So, if two reactants, two or more reactants combine together to form a product, we call it as balanced chemical equation. Combination reaction. हम लोग उसको combination reaction कहते हैं. When two or more than two, okay, two or more than two reactants combine together to form a product, we call it as a combination reaction. Here I have shown that this one is our first reactant, this one is our second reactant, and this is the product which people are obtaining. So if two or more reactants combine together to form a product, that is called combination reaction. Now just in decomposition reaction, what happens? Decomposition reaction में क्या होता है? In decomposition reaction, a compound breaks down or decomposes into two or more than two products. Say for example, the equation which I have written for combination reaction. Here I am writing that C is splitting into A plus B. Okay, so this is the example of decomposition reaction. Means the compound which is formed that decomposes into two or more than two products. So that is the example of decomposition reaction. ये decomposition का reaction का example है. Now, yesterday I told you three types of decomposition reaction is there. One